Good morning, guys. Duncan, good morning. Shot as reversal day? Possibly. We'll see. Mike Carroll, good morning from Alabama. RTR, I'm not sure what that is. What's RTR? Phil W, good morning from Toronto. Canadian. Phil W. Josh Ron from Singapore. I think I told you I went to Singapore for just a brief time. It's actually so amazing, but it is super humid. Richard Belmont, good morning from Colombia. Joining early today. Let's go, baby. Anthony Lawson, yar. Harry Rivera, good morning. Fellow Panda here. We got one leg and a two-legged pullback. Early. Baby Panda here. Good morning from Jersey. Glad that you could join the community. Thanks for your support, Harry Rivera. Just not sure if I've seen your name yet in the green name yet. Power Trader, good morning from LA. SW Blaze from Chicago, good morning. Give me some GMs, chat, and also make sure you scalp that like button if you're just joining in. Jorge asks, hey pandas, bamboo for breakfast? Well, I grab some bamboo right now. Beach Bum, good morning. Randall, good morning. First time watching live. Welcome to the stream. Hope you enjoy it. Good morning from Jamaica, Rohan. Ooh, I didn't know you're from Jamaica. I'm pretty sure you said it before. I maybe just didn't. I don't remember. Marcelino. Good morning, pandas. Brandon Jones from Florida. Good morning. Good morning, guys. Richard Harris from Zeta Reticuli. What is that? Is that like... Is that in Italy or something? I'm not sure what that is. Zeta Reticuli. You don't have to tell me where you're from. Good morning, pandas. Good morning, pandas. Hey, let me go over yesterday's chart. I mean, during the stream, I didn't take any trades, but we were in this like really long. We were in this like channel for a very long time. And if you guys remember, during the stream, there was a missed hit on the bottom of the channel. It was actually like this. That's how the channel looked like. And if you guys remember, during the stream, I said, since this missed the bottom of this blue channel, trading range, it missed the bottom of the trading range by only one single tick. And the reason why I drew that blue trading range is because on the 10K chart, this was simply the trading range in the 10K chart. And I just transfixed it on the 2K chart. And it missed it by one tick, pandas. And missing it by one tick, I said, most likely, since this misses by one tick, it will break to the upside. And that's exactly what it did. And off stream, I actually took this trap here. Now I wrote it for a couple points. People on the Discord know exactly what the trades I took. I usually just post my charts with my markers on the Discord till I get Pullback Discord. But this was one of the trades I took off stream, and I just thought that we had simple break of trend here. Break of trend, and I had that bias, that long bias, because it didn't touch this. Break a trend, new low here, and then a trap trade to the upside, and that was a trade. If you could have had the runner, and your runner would never got stopped out if you actually were able to hold your runner for this. But fortunately, I just scalped out by 2 or 3 points there, and I was happy with that. But wow, you could have made, this is one of those days. It's like about 1,000-point runner. That's over 20 points, so you have a nice runner here if you could have held it. The other trade I actually took this second entry long, and I was sweating bullets with this one. I should have waited till probably one more failed breakdown, which is right here. That 1, 2, 3 hits. Actually, it's a quad, micro quad bottom. But that failed trap here would have been a nice trade to take. But regardless, I was still able to. I actually just had my stop loss one tick under my signal bar, and I actually was able to stay in this trade. But I was sweating bullets. Ended up scalping out right here as well, and also took this trade. So by this time, I was already looking for some sort of major trend reversal, and I saw this wedge being formed here, and this wedge breaking up and then coming down, and after one more breakup and with a failed trap to the upside, I felt pretty confident to scalp 1 point onto the downside here back to the 20 EMA. And we were just so far from 20 EMA at that point, and with that last push up after this touch of the wedge here and the failed trap, that was enough for me to want to take that trade here, and I actually really liked that trade. So I took about 2 points on this one, 2 points on that swing here. What else? What other trades? I didn't take this one. I could have, but I thought after this move up and this reversal, especially with this trap to the downside, I thought we were in reversal territory, but rather we actually came back up here. And but from this, what trades would you take? You know, if you saw this forming here, it's really wide so you can't see the next one, but yeah, if you saw this, well, by now it's probably too late because you already know. But I wouldn't take that long. I wouldn't take this short either. That actually does a perfect scalp. Actually gives you an absolute scalp right there, and then reverses. It's just hard to tell in my opinion with the candles. Just wasn't sure what's gonna happen here, so I skipped a lot of this. In fact, my next trade I took was actually this trade here, and this happened. I mean, you could see this a couple ways. You can see this right here, break a trend to new high. You can see this overall break a trend. Right? You can see the first break a trend was here, new high, and I was looking for that trap, and I finally got it, but it happened so late in the day. But I decided to enter because I like the setup, and was able to. I just scalped the point here, but yeah, because it was so late, it was at, it was like 5 minutes, 10 minutes before market close, and I took this trap, major trend reversal here, and it went good for a couple points, but I only scalped that one right there. And then you got the H4, of course, H4 reversing the entire market again. And now, overnight session, I actually had a trade, and I'm kind of upset about this one, pandas. I had a trade set up yesterday, and I had actually entered after this failed breakout. And the main reason why I wanted to go, short here is because on the daily, I mentioned that I think because of this failed trap, making a point, not able to make a point at the top of the trading range, come right back to the bottom of the trading range, and then what we're doing is this. I was thinking major trend reversal here. Right? Of course, we have many breakout trends to new highs. Right? Breakout trend, new high. We have a couple of them already, and with this failed trap here on the upside, I was thinking this second entry, this is a two-legged pullback, would be potentially a trap here for a major trend reversal on the daily. And so it's actually so amazing. Never once have I ever seen on the daily a two-legged pullback not make 1 point. I was thinking if it made less than 10 points, it's still a trap, but this is actually not even making 1 point right now, and that's absolutely incredible to me. They can't even make 1 point on the daily on the two-legged pullback. It missed it. It's not even a perfect scalp. It went about 4 ticks and then reversed, and then we see that here with this wick here. We see that it pops up yesterday's high, which is this blue line. It pops up 4 ticks and then reverses, and then actually is that even 4 ticks? That's 3 ticks. It's not even 4 ticks, and then reverses. So I saw that and I wanted to go short. So I actually entered 1 tick, or actually entered with a retracement here. I came in basically right here, but I'll show you why this was down here. And after I wanted to swing this for 2x risk reward, and so I was looking for around 10 points, and then it was like down here around the time I was about to sleep. It's like, you know, around 12 a.m. Eastern time, and I wanted to sleep, and so I said, okay, you know, my stop loss was right here before I went to sleep, and I was like, okay, I didn't want to risk too much overnight. Let me just move my stop loss to break even +1 since we're so far down. So I moved my stop loss to right here, and overnight it actually stops me out by 2 ticks, and then finally makes my target, which is down here, which is very frustrating and annoying and a shame, but it is what it is, right? You know, there is a price for everything. I wanted to move it break even +1 because I didn't want to hold that risk overnight, and we're so far down. We're about 6 points down, right? We are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're about 8 points down, and I didn't want to hold. I didn't want to risk it, and so, you know, there's a price for everything. I traded probability, right? I lessened the probability by moving my stop loss down, but I had a better risk reward. My risk reward was no risk, all reward, and so with a trade like that, you know, it's just very unlikely to happen, I guess. I mean, you have low probability because you moved your risk, right? You lessened your probability. Right? I traded probability for risk reward, and at the end, that's why I have 6250, because I came out, you know, 1 break even +1, and so it stops me out by 2 ticks. If I had my original stop loss, then I would have captured at least the movement to here. And then, yeah, I mean, it is what it is. But I moved, you know, if I did keep my stop loss, then I would potentially be risking 5 points here. And, you know, it is what it is, you know, and I could have potentially lost all this. And so, thought this was a better move. And I think that might kind of just goes to show you're always paying for something. You know, if you're moving your stop loss, you're paying for that. You're paying for probability. Through your risk reward, and so it is what it is, guys. Or you're bettering your risk reward, but you're paying for that through probability. That's a more accurate statement. Hope that makes sense to you guys, man. But I had that trade up, and around 3:30 a.m. it stops me out when I was sleeping, you know, peacefully sleeping, and you know, it is what it is. It's a shame, but you know, now on to the next one, right? On to the next one, pandas. It's all good. But I do have a bearish bias today because of the daily. I just don't think. I think we could potentially trap here, and I'm looking actually for a trap trade on the daily, and I will really want to enter a trap trade here. If this traps around here, like if this is the range today and tomorrow it traps, I will definitely be very interested in entering the trap trade for a swing trade, for another swing trade. I just wanted to get to the top of that range here. But right now, pre-market analysis, what we have here is this. And we have this downtrend break of trend, and we broke above the 20 MA. I really thought we were going to trap here, but rather we make more than a swing, more than a scalp, right? A couple points here. And this up move can be done now. I mean, you can see it really tight, right? Break of trend, new high. You could measure it like that, but I like to be on the right side of the 20 MA, depending on how I'm trading. You know, if I'm going long, I want to be above the 20 MA. If I'm going short, I want to be below the 20 MA. So we shall see here what's going to happen. It's kind of slicing in and out of the 20 MA at the moment, so I'm not exactly sure. I do have a bearish bias today. Let me know in the chat what you guys think. What kind of day you think today might be. Hey pandas, if you guys are just rolling in, make sure you scalp that like button. It makes me want to go short here. I want to go short here for a decent swing trade, another one. But I'm going to just have to forget that missed opportunity and just move on. We're going to trade the price action, what it gives us today, right now. And that's all we have for today. We do have break a trend here now. Might look for a new low. If we use these pivots here, we can look for a new low here. RTR roll, tide roll. Got it, got it, got it. Hey pandas, if you're just rolling in, give me some good mornings in the chat. Give me your location. I'd like to know where you guys are from. I personally, I love traveling. I love traveling. And it's so interesting, you know, hearing where you guys are from. Good morning, guys. Good morning, you guys are rolling in. Good morning. We're just waiting for market open now. We do have break a trend. I'm looking for a new low here. Possible. The only reason being is because something odd happened. We broke below the 20 MA, right? We broke above it. We're looking for a trap trade here to go long, but rather it breaks below the 20 MA, and now we're below the 20 MA again. Something interesting does happen on the 10K chart, and we can actually draw the same channel on the 2K chart because the 10K and 2K are actually they're very, I mean, they're just proportions of each other. They're a fractal of each other, so I can draw the exact same channel on the 2K chart, but this is the 10K chart. For instance, I can't draw the same channels on the 5-minute chart and the 2K chart. Sometimes they do not align, but the 10K and the 2K will always align, especially if you use extremes. So, Devin's Vinny. Thanks for becoming a panda. Hey, Devin's Vinny. Welcome to the Panda fam. Enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time. Enjoy priority responding to your questions and comments. Enjoy your emoticons. Hey, pandas. Let's give them a warm welcome. Let's go, baby. Do appreciate the donations to my morning coffee. And I hope that the content on this stream gives you more than $5 a month worth of content. Thanks for the support. I do appreciate it. By the way, if you guys want to become pandas, just hit that join button. I'm not sure if that join button is on the mobile app, but I know it is in the on the desktop if you're on the computer. But let me try the exact same channel on the 2K chart. So we do see here, it doesn't align as well actually, because on the, let me see if I get this right. Here it is. Yeah, that's about right. Just comes to the bottom of the channel. You're thinking overshoot on this side and the undershoot on this side. That's what should happen, but rather it bounces off the channel. Very interesting, pandas. You got to use that to your advantage, knowing that we bounced off of support very strongly with conviction, right? We bounced off it so strongly, we went above the 20 MA, and we got to use that to our advantage, pandas. some slightly conflicting information. 10K chart, the 20 EMA is acting as resistance, and I'm also looking at that as well. But on the 10K chart, you see the same bounce, right? The same touch of that bottom of the channel and bouncing right off of it. I mean, you're thinking with a bounce like that, we're gonna make another leg upwards, right? At least 2 legs up. That's what we're thinking. Right now, we're on 1 leg up, in my opinion. Well, technically 2 legs up on the 2K chart, but the 10K chart only 1 leg up. You're thinking 1 more leg up on the 10K, in my opinion. Pandas. Welcome to the stream. I'm glad that you guys could be here. Super excited for today. Let's get those scalps. By the way, if you guys are just rolling in, you guys can rewind. I went over yesterday's chart and also pre-market analysis. And basically what we're waiting for is a couple conflicting things. I mean, we have a couple things here. We can consider as a break of trend, new high here. But personally, I'm not gonna do that. I'm thinking we're gonna try to make 1 more high here. Thinking break of trend might have happened here, looking for a new high. We can also consider this a trend and trying to make a new low, but I'm not sure if that's gonna happen with such a strong push up here above the 20 MA. I mean, you can consider all of this, right? Consider this break of trend, new low, reversal here. Looking for a 2-legged pullback now to the upside. I'm looking for something like this to go long, and I think long is the right move here, but kind of unsure. We shall see what the market gives us though, pandas. I'm looking for some sort of long trade here. Sorry about that. Step down for a sec. Alright, pandas, as you guys are rolling in, make sure you scalp that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Helps out the stream out a lot. Especially, I do this 100% for free. And so you guys doing that actually does help the stream out a lot. If you do want to help with the morning coffee, you guys can become pandas, $5 a month. But for those who are rolling in, I'm Bye Money. For those who are new here, I trade only 1 single instrument, the biggest, baddest, most liquidable market in the world, the emini futures. I trade only 1 single setup to keep things simple as possible, the 2-legged pullback. It's a setup that looks like this. 2 pushes up or 2 pushes down. It also goes by the name of a zigzag pattern, also ABC pattern, whatever you want to call it. What we're trying to do is look for the price action of 2 pushes down or 2 pushes up, and we like to trade the second entries for these. So if you go into the chart in the right context, when you find this 2-legged move, right, downtrend, 2-legged move, right, and we like to enter in the second entry, giving you more than a point, gives you entire swing trade right here. So we like to find this in the best context possible. In the right context, this is greater than 90% probability to make you 1 point on the emini futures. And so if you can find the right context for this setup, then you have greater than 90% probability to make that 1 point on the emini, which is $50 per contract. Right now we're trading about 5 contracts on the stream, so every scalp is $250. Just 2 scalps a day, you can make $500 a day. 2 scalps a day keeps the boss away. If you like more details about that setup, you can check out the description below. There are playlists going over the details of that setup. Also on the charts, we trade pure price action, and so all I have on the charts help us with price action. 20 EMA, 240 SMA, also trading range indicator that uses pure price action to mark the trading ranges, and also the two-legged pullback indicator that counts all legs for us and identifies all second entries. For those who do not know how to use the indicator, the dark red, dark green numbers are second entries. And so if you look to the right of the chart, you can actually see the indicator gives you the next leg and tells you what kind of leg it is, if it's a second entry or first entry or not. Here with a dark red number on the super signal, this is what it's called on the right side. We call it super signal because all the information it gives us, it is absolutely super. And it gives us here a second entry. And you see the moment it touched that diamond, the dark red 2 starts here because that second entry initiated. Now we're looking for a second entry long. If we go to the other side, because we have 2 pushes down now, A, B, C, second entry long here. Actually a Pikachu trade for the moment. You can see with a dark green number with a magenta box. We're looking to go long here, pandas, to see if we can get a new high here. I'm going to look to go long here, pandas, see what happens. But if you would like more information about the indicator, you can go to the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. The link's in the description below, also on the bottom right of your screen. That's it, pandas, for the introduction. We got about 1 more minute, 48 seconds to market open. Let's go, baby. Let's find those two-legged pullbacks. Let's find the best setups possible today, pandas. I do like the second entry long here because I think we can make a new high. But we shall see. I want a decent signal bar here. But we do have a two-legged pullback, A, B, C, and we're trying to see if we can scalp out a point on the long side here. Pandas, give me a 1 in the chat if you're going to take this two-legged pullback. Give me a 2 if you're going to skip it. Give me a 3 if you're going to trade the reversal of this trap, potential trap. Give me a 1 in chat if you're going to take this two-legged pullback. We got about 8 seconds left to market open. Terrible signal bar for the moment. Big wicks above it. Market just opened and it scalps out perfectly. I could have made $250 right there on that scalp, but oh boy, it is what it is, pandas. I could have made $250 right there. That's how fast that scalp is, the Pikachu trade. Fortunately, missed it. It's a little too close to market open for me. I'd like to wait a little bit for the market open. I'd like to see a little price action before I enter a trade. But you could have scalped out right there perfectly. Absolute scalp. Goes 6 ticks. It's making a strong push down now. Or that could be the double top here. I have not forgotten we bounced off this channel perfectly. I'm thinking we're trying to make another new high, but with this strong bear bar like this, you're thinking always in short. Always in short according to Al Brooks, right after this bar. Looking for that new high. Looking for that new high. See if we get that new high. Right now, this is breakup trend. Looking for that new high. See if the new high is going to be made. Market slightly confused on this bar, on the 5-minute. It looks like it wants to make the new high now. Strong, 2 strong bull bars in a row. It does make a new high by 1 tick, pandas. So this move could potentially be over, but typically you look for 2 legs up. And that's what I was looking for on a 10K chart. I wanted 1 more leg up on the 10K chart. That's what we're getting here. That's what I was thinking. 1 more leg up on the 10K. Now this move is done on a 10K chart. I'm keeping an eye on the 10K chart on that 2-legged pullback, and I think I want to go short on that 10K 2-legged pullback. This 2-legged pullback, I want to enter into the short here. If I can get it. I hope the bar is not too large. outside bar reversal, failing to make a point after the outside bar. Plus this move is done, right? We made a new high. Looking for a short trade now. Makes another new high. Absolutely incredible. There's actually 2 legs up now. Big move up. Coming back to this high here. Ooh. Yep. Going to yesterday's high. It looks like it wants to. It looks like it wants to come back up here. It looks like it wants to go back up on the daily. It looks like it wants to give you the point on the daily, but we shall see. Do have a potential double top here. This is where I got stopped out last time. Strong bull bar ending on its high. You're not looking to go short at all right now, pandas. Right, the only trade right now is a trap trade to the downside. That's your only trade to go short at the moment. Right, it's a 2-legged pullback, and that second entry makes less than a point, and you're gonna try to be below the 20 MA, and that's the 90% setup that we're looking for. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it, pandas. Right, that's the setup we want right here. Fail second entry long, essentially a trap to the downside. That's what we're looking for. The 10K does make a nice 2-legged pullback to the upside here. Strong bull bar also on 10K chart. Strong bull bar on the 5-minute chart as well. Currently, but wait till that candle finishes. Big push down. Let's see if we get our setup though. Looking for something like this. I'm not sure if we're gonna get it though. We do have our first pullback. Second pullback, perfectly under the 20 MA. Creating a trap. If we can get this setup, pandas, that'd be very nice. Potentially can get this set up. Market's being wacky, right? On the up, the bull bar ends bearish. The bear bar ends bullish. Looking for a trap trade here to the downside. I may just want to go short here. Whoo! I would really like the short trade on the trap here, but the trap is not being triggered right now, unfortunately. Let's see if we can get that trap to trigger. Unfortunately, it doesn't. It's okay, pandas. On the 10K chart, the 2-leg pullback already triggered, and it looks like it's gonna push down pretty hard now. That could have been the reversal we were looking for, but just did not happen. I wanted the trap, and I wanted to enter the fail second entry long. That was the setup I was looking for. We might get it still. Give me a little poke up and then reverse here. I'm in that trade. But you gotta trigger the second entry first. Give me that second entry. Give me that trap trade. Give me that fail second entry long. I don't know if the market's being stingy right now. Looks like it wants to push down without us. I wish we could have an entry here, but the market is being very stingy at the moment. Very stingy market, not giving us our second entry to enter the trap. Unfortunately, the market's being very stingy right now. It's gonna go without us. That's unfortunate. Very stingy market. Very stingy. Didn't give us our second entry yet. Is it gonna give it to us now? Perhaps. Looking for the trap trade to the downside. We're below the 20 MA now, which is actually a good sign for us to go short. Looking for a major trend reversal if we get it. Decent signal bar to go long. Give me fail second entry long. Fail second entry long. Did not happen. It's just scalped out on the second entry long. My setup was not there, pandas. It's all good. All right, the reason I was looking for a short trade now is because we broke trend. We hit trend here, broke trend, new high. And I was looking for the reversal here under the 20 MA. The setup looked like it could have been a good setup, pandas. But we didn't get our trap. We just didn't get the fail second entry short. Or fail second entry long. It's all good, pandas. It's not even a missed trade because the setup didn't happen. It's all good. We're going to keep reading the market as best as possible here, pandas. Let's go, baby. Hey, if you guys are just rolling in, make sure you scalp that like button. Tricky right now. I wonder if the market actually wants to come up and make a point on the daily. It has to come up here and hit this top of this grid. But after this push down like this, hard to tell. Hard to tell. I'm not sure what's going to happen. Just watching. I got no setups right now. We could potentially have this, but now we're above the 20 MA. We're slicing in and out of the 20 MA, but you know, if you do have that MTR happening and it didn't trap out, the MTR is still there though. Right, the reversal's still there, but we need a stronger push down than this. We need a two-legged pullback somewhere. So now what we're trying to do is look for a short trade of some sort and look for a two-legged pullback, enter a second entry. That's what we're looking for. It could be this. Something like this. Two pushes up. Micro double bottom at the moment. Okay, now we lost that setup. Setup is gone. Again, no setups, no two-legged pullbacks, pandas. The only two-legged pullback you're getting is on the 500 tick chart. Right, the movements has happened for two legs. Right, the movement inside this had happened to make two legs, but it wasn't a technical two-legged pullback. On the 500 tick chart, that's actually a two-legged pullback. It's just unfortunate it didn't happen on our 2000 tick chart. So what we're looking for now is actually a two-legged pullback. If we can get it, that'd be nice. A lot of price action needs to happen though in order for that to happen. I might just enter this trap trade if this traps out here. By the way, pandas, if you're wondering what time frame I'm using, you can look at the top right of your chart. Decent signal bar to go long, but I'm actually looking for the trap trade here, pandas. Micro double top doesn't even give us a second entry to enter a trap here. Let's see if it gets this trap now. I'd like it to trigger a second entry so I can enter some sort of trap here. It's unfortunate. Just a simple double top right now at the moment. Double top. Looking to go short. If we can find a short here. Unfortunately, market's not giving us even the second entry to enter this trap trade. So we're gonna miss this as well. You gotta trade the setup, pandas. You gotta stick to the plan. And right now, there are no setups, unfortunately. I was waiting for this move down. I just wanted like, you know, less than a point here, but this market is moving way too much. Starting to flush. No entries, pandas. The market's being extra stingy with us, right? Couldn't even break above so we can enter that trap. Right, that would have been a nice trap trade if we just got one tick above, but the market was stingy. Didn't give it to us. Stingy, stingy market today. Good morning, pandas. Good morning. If you want to know what trap trades are, you can check out the frequently asked questions in the description below. Go over the details of what a trap is. The traps are very high probable trades. Now this trap is too low, not considering this trap if it does trigger, plus it's an H4 setup. Double bottom at the moment. This trap is too low for me. I wanted the trap was right here, but not anymore. Not this trap. Skipping this trade. Trap trade to the downside, but I'm skipping it. I would like a two-legged pullback though. I wouldn't mind that. A, B, C, two-legged pullback. This trap does make a point. No two-legged pullbacks for us. Trap was a little too far away from me. For me, that move right here was already the trap trade. And another trap happening. This is a H4 setup, pandas. I think we're gonna break below this channel. I think we're heading below this channel, to be honest. Right, the H4 does make a point. Absolutely amazing. H4 makes a point anyways. I think we're gonna come below this channel here. We're gonna undershoot it. We overshot it here. Looking to undershoot it here. Still no setup still, panda, so unfortunately we got nothing. Franda says, Panda, you now are scared of H4. Yeah, I got burned on one of the streams, so I'm just... If it was in a key area, I would have considered it H4, but I have a very strong bear bias right now. And so I'm thinking we're going to go short. We're going to be going down for a long time. Plus we missed, yesterday's close by, 2 ticks. Couldn't even hit yesterday's close on this retest. Big, bearish signal. Breaking below the channel now. AC Meister says, I actually made a trade today. I sort of made a trade today. You can rewind the stream and see what I did. 5 minute, I think, is the opening reversal, and I think this could be honestly downtrend, pandas. I'm looking for a downtrend. I think we're gonna have a bear trend day today. I think we're gonna go break all of this, and we're just gonna keep going down today. Almost just want to just have one contract right now, just short, but I want to enter with a two-legged pullback if we can. I think we had the opening reversal here, right? Just big move up, and then the opening reversal is just gonna go straight down rest of the day. Unfortunately, no setups though for us, pandas. Like I wanted that failed. I wanted a trap here, but it didn't give it to us. Actually went way too much. Went almost 3 points here. 1, 2, 3 points actually. So I'm just waiting for a two-legged pullback now. ABC. See if we can get it. We're on a strong downtrend. This channel, right? We're actually in the bottom of the channel now. Looking for some sort of entry here, but no entries. I could potentially take this trap here, but I'm sitting on my pause. No entries, pandas. Very frustrating. No entries for us. I could have entered that, scalped out that, just for 1 point. I wish we had some trap trade here, but nothing happened. We just didn't get our entries, pandas, and it's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Trap trade here, most likely gonna break our two-legged pullback, but we'll see. Market's being super stingy, not giving us any two-legged pullbacks. Only first entries make money today. That's a first entry making money. Trap trade. Makes a perfect scalp. Let's see if we can get two-legged pullback though. Be very nice if we can get two-legged pullback here. I'm looking for a two-legged pullback. Strong bear trend day today. Kellyanne, congrats. That's for you, Kellyanne. Let's go, baby. Congrats, Kellyanne. Yo, give Kellyanne some love. Show some love to her. We are getting our two-legged pullback here, it looks like. Absolutely incredible. I mean, it still hasn't happened, but it looks very close. Closest we've been yet for two-legged pullback. Two-legged pullback finally forming here, pandas. A, B, C. Looking for a short entry here. A little far away from the 20 EMA, which I don't like. Woo! See if we can get this. It's not looking good. Ooh, that's disappointing. I don't know if I want to enter that anymore, pandas. I was a little late to the party, but I don't know if I want to enter that. I guess I'll enter on the failed trap. But whoo, that was close. That's disappointing, right? You do not want to be in this on the short right now. That's very disappointing. Maybe a little closer to 20 MA or failed trap. I would enter in short. 1, 2, 3, 4 pushes up. Absolutely incredible. Very scary stuff. Reversing on a dime here. Second entry short. Looking more promising to enter this second entry short. If we can get it. $10K wants to make a point first. 10K made a point at the bottom of the range. Bottom of trading range, 10K makes a point here on the two-legged pullback. A, B, C. Still looking to go short here, pandas. I want to go short here still. Just need a right entry here. Maybe after the H4 or L4 setup. Whew. She liked this trade. I'm gonna take this trade if I can get into it. See if I can get into this one. Missed that trade. Wanted it. I was a little too hesitant, and I tried to get one tick retracement, but yeah, a little hesitant there. But that was a two-legged pullback to the 20 MA that time. Enough for a scalp. Finding some consolidation after breaking below the channel here, as you can see. That's unfortunate though for those who went short here. I was about to do it, and I was a little too hesitant. I wanted to get in one tick retracement, but it didn't give it to me. So I missed that trade. So that's another $250 missing. I should have gotten. Megan's back. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, pandas. Are we getting a lower high setup here, pandas? Because I'll take that lower high setup. to go short. Nope. No lower high setup. We lost our second entry. Count reset. Breaking the previous candle's low or previous pivot low. The count reset right there with that. Big push down. Fortunate, pandas. Unfortunately, we missed this. It's all good, pandas. I was trying to get in that trade, but could not get in. I just would not be surprised if we have a strong bear trend day today. Really would not be surprised if we break below here. In fact, that's a target, I think. The breakout zone from yesterday. It's probably the target, which is around here. Probably get to there soon. Probably break below here as well. I'm thinking we're coming down here. Just with the price action. According to the price action, that's what I'm seeing. Our best entry yet was there, but missed it. Nothing on the 5-minute. 10K also showing nothing as well. It's gonna have to wait, sit in our hands, pandas. Oh, pandas. Could be up 250 today already. It's all good. This may be the first time on the daily we actually trap with 1 point. In the last 3 years, I think I looked like 2-3 years of data on the daily, and I never seen an actual failed second entry on the daily using 1 point as the scalp for the trap. This might be the first time ever. And boy, oh boy, that's crazy. That is truly crazy. I added a couple new songs to the playlist here. Female pandas need to stick together, seriously. Glad that you guys are joining us. Hey pandas, welcome to the stream. Make sure you scalp that like button. Just watching here. Missed a good setup here, in my opinion. Just got a little too hesitant. Good setup here. Actually, good setup here. Should have taken that one as well. No setups here, unfortunately. Which is what I wanted. I really wanted this to trap out instead of giving 3 points then reversing. It's unfortunate. Doing something interesting here. We do have break of trend new low. Could have potential reversal here, pandas. I don't know though. Right, definitely break of trend now, I think. I mean, if you use this actually as your pivot, you actually don't have break of trend yet. You're actually accelerate so much. But you can use a shorter term trend line and use this, right, and look for the new low. Depends on what you want to do. There's a two-legged pullback here, pandas. Oof. That's sketchy. There's a two-legged pullback too far from the 20 EMA. Reversing on you. Sweating bullets if you're in this short. You might got stopped out already if you're in that short. trap trade below the 20 MA, not interested. But this could give you a nice little move up. Might be interested in swinging that. I could have lowered my contracts and tried to swing this one, but I'm just gonna sit on my pause here. This gives me a good signal bar. I consider going short here as well. Watching. Signal bar, not the best. Doji bar, skipping it. But the risk is small. I might consider taking this, but I would actually wait for the L4 setup here. Because of that doji bar, I'm thinking maybe one more push up for the confusion here, but makes a perfect scalp actually. Reversing now. Makes a perfect scalp. Could be another trap here. I might take the L4 here if it traps. On the L4. Absolute scalp made. So those who could have risked that, you know, you could have made a point there, but a little tricky. Potential L4 in my opinion could have happened. I think it was wise for me to wait a little bit there. We do have a potential trap on the 10K chart though, which I may consider entering in. It's a pseudo trap. It's a perfect scalp trap. Right, we have a perfect scalp trap waiting on the other end here. May be interested in going short there. Big risk, really big risk, but high probability trade. Risk is about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. It does make a point for you easily on the 10K chart, but not 2 points. You probably would have to risk 2 points for that. 10K chart scalps immediately, but the risk was huge. And so if you think that risk was worth it, then, but the probability was also very large. High probability, but terrible risk reward. Works out for you at the end though. So congrats for those who took that. And if I were to be honest with my trend lines, this is how it would look like. Break. But now we're making another new low. Breaker trend. I mean, we do have a trap right here, pandas. But look, we're below the 20 MA. That's why we don't take it. Hey, pandas. Welcome to stream. Pandas. Welcome to the stream. For those who are just rolling in, I'm buying my money. For those who are new, we trade only one single market here. The emini futures. We trade only one single setup, the two-legged pullback. So on this stream, we trade live the two-legged pullback, scalping it. On the screen, we have a two-legged pullback indicator. Automatically counts all legs and identifies second entries with color scheme. Dark red, dark green numbers are two-legged pullbacks. That does end up giving 2 points on a 10K chart. So that risk at the end, you could have gotten what you were looking for. If you look to the right of the screen, you can see right here the next reversal will be a second entry. Why? A, B, C, 2 pushes down. And so with those 2 pushes down, you can have a second entry long. I'm not going to go long here, but that is a second entry long. You can see by the indicator dark green number. If you want more information about the indicator, you can check out the official website at www.twoleggedpullback.com. URL is in the bottom right of your screen. Also, a link in the description below. Also, make sure you check out the free floating tick counter. That's a free gift for you guys. Make sure you guys download that. I would say if you're price action trading, you gotta have your eyes next to the price action. You can't have a tick counter on the bottom right of your screen. So for Ninja Trader, if you don't have a floating tick counter, There's a free one for you. You can download. No setups here. That was a decent setup, but failed trap. Might have taken that, but I was looking for the L4 because of that doji bar, right? Thinking that we could just kind of had one more push up. So I wanted to be safe there. I wanted to look for the L4 for that super high probable trade. Never happened though. But this setup is the exact same setup as this one, right? We got 3 pushes up, trap, failed trap. Actually, this is not a failed trap. This was a successful trap. Trap up, trap up. And that's the move I was looking for when I entered the trade over here. I was looking for this big move down. I kind of knew it was going to do that, but it is what it is, pandas. I wanted my setup. I wanted to trade my setup. It's never happened. Never came out, right? I really wanted to trap trade here, but never happened. It's all good, pandas. Right, we're at the breakout zone now, where we broke out, retesting that. I think we're gonna come below and break the pivot of that breakout zone. I really think we are, and I think we're gonna keep going down. Are we gonna break yesterday's low? I do not know about that. But if we do, that is probably one of the first times ever in, I don't know the first time ever, but at least in the last 3 years, it has never happened. Which is crazy. I know, man, Jorge. I'm telling you, I had 5 contracts right here. I had 5 contracts, and I had my stop loss 1 tick above this signal bar, and I could have, if I just held on to it and just like iron pawed it, man, that's what? How many points is that? It's about 30 points. 30. 30. The best way to do it is divide that by 4, I guess. It's 30 divided by 4. It's about $8,000. Yeah, around $8,000. Couldn't be $8,000. No setups, just watching, pandas. We're trapped out of this trend. Currently trapped out of this trend. Just waiting, sitting on our pause. I mean, looking for any reason to get in short. Very good signal bar on a 10K chart. Very good signal bar on 10K chart. So good, I'm tempted to even go long here, but sitting on my pause. One of the best signal bars you can get. No pullbacks yet on the 5-minute chart. 0 pullbacks. It's been a straight downtrend on the 5-minute. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button. Let's get to at least 100 likes, pandas. I have a feeling. I have a strange feeling If I do a whiskey challenge at 200 likes, you guys are gonna do something weird and just pump up the likes like crazy. I just, for some reason, when you put whiskey on the line, you guys go crazy. It's just weird. It's strange. You guys are just strange. It's like Pavlov. You guys are like Pavlovian dogs. Just say the word whiskey. You guys just click the like button. I'll hold off the whiskey. I believe my pandas are strong enough that they don't need the external motivation such as a whiskey challenge to get this to 200 likes. Now to 300 likes, that's another story. At 300 likes, I will do some whiskey. 300. I just know you guys can't get it because I don't even get 300 concurrent viewers, so it ain't happening. The 10K had a beautiful signal bar, and I was very tempted to go in, and it actually is right after an H4, and it does make a nice 2-pointer for us. Skip that trade. I didn't go into that one. We do have a 2-legged pullback here, pandas. But look at this 2-legged pullback is forming above the 20 EMA now. Very, very scary. As in, if you want to enter there. At any moment, we can reverse. Strong bull bar. You're not looking to go short right now after this strong bull bar. 5 minute. You're looking for the first pullback on the 5 minute about to happen. And the first pullback typically is small though. So I would say this is the first, if I was being honest with my trend lines, this is the first breaker trend. That means we're looking for a new low. But still, we're so far above the 20 EMA now. I'm not looking to go into a trap to go long, nor am I trying to go short because this can trap here. So I'm just sitting on my pause. You think this is a reversal, but be careful. Be very careful. You want to wait for one more push down actually before entering to thinking we reversed. So even if this traps, I'm not gonna take it. I want to see the new low because if I'm honest, this is the first breaker trend for me, right? With the measure, with that moving average gap here as well, right? And so this is okay. It ends up coming down, but that's a little scary to go short as well. Right? Strong bull bars above the 20 EMA, not enough room to it, and so it's a little scary to go short there. Ends up giving you a nice point, quick scalp. Sitting on my pause still. Just being patient, waiting for our setup though. Just waiting for our setup, pandas. If you notice, the 5 minute has not even made one pullback yet. Not one single pullback on the 5 minute. If I look at the 5 minute, right, there's no bar that broke a previous candle's high yet. We're still in a downtrend, in my opinion, according to time. The 5 minute chart is telling you I'm still in a pretty strong downtrend. Right, no pullbacks yet. Pretty sure we're gonna hit this line down here. Right, that's below, right, the pivot low after the breakout. I'm pretty sure we're gonna come down to it. I mean, it just looks like a strong downtrend day today. Could be wrong though. Pandas are not infallible. While we wait for a setup, whiskey, no. Nice try, nice try. You gotta earn the whiskey, guys. You gotta earn the whiskey. Actually looking to go short here if we get a lower high setup. Looking for a new low. I'll take that. I'll take that trade. If you guys get to 300 likes, I will sip on some whiskey for you. Just gonna leave that there. I don't think it's gonna happen. We have less than 200 concurrent viewers, so I just don't think it's possible to hit 300 likes. So I'm gonna put that impossible goal there and just see what happens. Yes, looking for that new low now. Looking for that new low. Definitely not looking to go long yet. Unless we make a new low here and we get a trap trade to the long side, that'll be my only consideration. But this is such a strong downtrend. I'm not really looking to go long. I didn't like this one because it was above the 20 MA. I skipped that one above the 20 MA, right? Strong bull bar. It could have done a trap trade. One more push up. Jason, welcome. Good morning. Glad that you can join us today. Jason is our trusty mod, and yeah, he's just been busy with personal life, and so it's a pleasure when he joins. But if he can't, then you know, it is what it is. I do think the quality of the stream increases when he's here, but hey, man, he does it absolutely for free, so I can't demand anything from him. I really do appreciate when it does help out. Looking for that new low. Still watching. New low made. Gonna hit the target I thought we're gonna hit, in my opinion. I think we're gonna hit it. One tick below that pivot. Right, stopping out anyone who actually has a stop loss after this breakout. It's hunting those stop losses. Yeah, honestly, we have the best community here, and I mean, I think some friendships are actually being forged here. We did hit that target that I thought we were gonna hit in two-legged pullback fashion. It's an outside bar, but as a two-legged pullback, we hit the target I thought we were gonna hit. I mean, we still have room to go down. We still have 0 pullbacks on the 5-minute chart. You're thinking the first pullback on the 5-minute chart will be small. So we still have a lot more room to go down, in my opinion. I know, we're missing this entire bear trend. Potential here, potential here, potential here to join in, but that one's scary. I really wanted it. Oh, man, I really wanted this trade here to work out, but man, it just did not work out. This is a decent second entry to enter in, actually, to go long. I may enter long here, though. Just 2 contracts. Might enter long with 2 contracts here if we do break above here. Thinking we made the 2-legged move. Looking for an uptrend now. But 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 non-bull bars in a row. No longer interested. Oh, actually, yeah, no longer interested. This long is actually not bad, in my opinion, to make a 1-point scalp. It actually is not that bad of an idea. Because we made that new low with a 2-legged pullback. It's not that bad of an idea to actually go long here. Small risk. Sitting on my pause though. But if you're gonna do this, in my opinion, you gotta swing it pretty hard. You're thinking this is the major trend reversal. can swing it for at least 2 times the risk here. Does give you a point. Your 2 times risk is right here, so you have to at least get that if you're going to take that trade. Super counter trend trade, but you're thinking major trend reversal. You're trying to get early into that major trend reversal. Really good risk reward, low probability trade. Just gives you a scalp though. I'm just watching here. Actually, if we get an MTR here, I'd be interested in going long. I doubt we get it though. Really doubt it now. A, B, C. Fail second entry short. That's what we're looking for. Something like that. I doubt it's gonna happen, but we'll see what the market gives us. Yeah, I agree to Raymond. I think we're going lower, much lower. Well, that's gone. You broke the low. Now you're stopped out for those who try to swing that. We potentially could break yesterday's low, which is actually insane. Look at this. It goes up 2 ticks beyond, right? Triggering that second entry long, reversing, and that trap trade is a dream if you can get it. We could hit the bottom of the daily trading range. That's a good point. The bottom of the daily trading range is 44.3475. 44.3475. This is the bottom of the daily trading range, this horizontal line, marking it for us. We can bounce right off of it. So Al Brooks will consider this being trapped out of the trend. Approaching the bottom of the daily. Kind of reversing here. Very interesting reversal. I'm not ready for that. We do have a trading range forming here on the trading range indicator. Could be a failed breakdown of the trading range. I need a strong push above the 20 MA in order for me to go long here though. Without that, I wouldn't really consider going long. Fortunate Pandas have missed this entire trend. It sucks. It's all good, Pandas. Looking to break above the 20 MA again, right? Breaking above here, poking above it here. Let's see what happens. We might get a pullback on the 5-minute chart finally. First pullback potentially. But we shall see. We're waiting for that. 10K chart. Nothing to really see here. Just downtrend. 10K chart is very clear on the downtrend. Just a downtrend. That's all it is, in my opinion. Right? It's tight bear channel. Oh, I think we're still going lower. I think we want to hit the bottom of the daily channel. No setups though. We could have a setup like this. That'd be nice. Pikachu trade. Going long here. But man, strong downtrend days like this, these major trend reversals do not work out very well. I'll just say that. I will say this, I love the volatility today. I love the volatility today. Oh, the 5-minute printed the first pullback. Typically, first pullback is small on the 5-minute. The first pullbacks typically are very small. So we'll see how far this first pullback goes. In my opinion, we want to hit the bottom of the daily channel or trading range. Trading range indicator. On the daily, we're so close to it. Pandas, if this hits the bottom of the trading range on the daily today, you guys have to buy the trading range indicator. All right, that's the rule for today. If it hits the bottom of the trading range indicator on the daily, you guys need to buy it. It's as simple as that. If it doesn't, then you don't have to buy it. But that's the rules of today's stream. If you are watching the stream and it hits the bottom of the trading range on the daily, then you have to buy the indicator. Deal? I'm just joking, of course. A higher low setup here, pandas. Potential for trap. A, B, C. Potential for trap, something like that. But I'm so short, I'm gonna trade the failed trap actually. I'm not gonna look for the long. I'm not gonna even look for the trap on the long side. I'm gonna look for a failed trap. I'm so bearish today. Finally triggered the second pullback. Potential lower high setup here. Almost want to just go short here as well. It's completely ignoring any type of major trend reversals. A, B, C. You do have break a trend here, so you do have to consider the major trend reversal. But pandas, to be honest, I'm not going to trade the major trend reversal. I'm going to actually trade the failed MTR here. And if it makes, if it reverses here, then I'm going to miss it. But I'm just on this downtrend bias, so even if I see MTR, I'm not gonna take it. I'm gonna take the failed MTR trade here because the market cycle is a downtrend, right? Undoubtedly. I'm not looking to go long right now. If the MTR happens and we start to get a couple legs up, then maybe I might consider reversal, but even then, it's kind of hard. Just watching, just watching. MTR setting up here. So for those who want to enter this MTR, be my guest. I'm going to trade the failed MTR here, pandas. It looks really good though for MTR, as in the setup right now. It actually already triggers with the outside bar reversal, which I personally hate. So for those who want to go long, thoughts and prayers to you. It doesn't look bad actually, but I'm gonna actually trade the failed MTR here. If we fail it, if it fails it. Looking to go short on this failed MTR. H4, potentially L4 setup here. Could stop me out. I thought that failed MTR was the setup I was looking for. Another failed MTR, but looks like it's gonna stop me out. It's all good, pandas. I thought it was worth the setup. I actually like the setup a lot. Failed MTR, but maybe it's just above the 20 EMA. It might not work out. I'm not sure. Failed MTR. In my opinion, it was worth taking that failed MTR because of the strong downtrend. Thinking even the MTRs are gonna fail. Let's go, baby! Failed MTR predicted. Easy peasy, easy money. Fortunately, I missed a huge chunk of that that entire trend, and you know, you gotta celebrate your small victories, you know? That's unfortunate I missed that entire trend. I'm kind of upset about that, but hey, it's all good, pandas. Failed MTR. It looked like it was gonna come back up one more time. It scared me, but the trend was just too strong, in my opinion. But I mean, yeah, that's a tough trade. I mean, those who went long here just got stopped out, and it might make it now, but let's go, baby. If you're wondering what MTR is, major trend reversal, that was actually a perfect setup for an MTR. Actually, if you entered on the outside bar reversal, you were able to scalp out. This might actually still give you the MTR, but yeah, I'm not sure. Looking for the failed MTR. 1, 2, 3. Pushes up. This to me is a decisive break of trend. Could be reversing here. And don't get me wrong, MTR can still happen, but I was able to scalp that out. Just watching. Now we're having some couple legs up above the 20 EMA. Just watching. We do have the trading range indicator marking the trading range here. So bottom to the top, I mean, you're thinking downtrend, but now you're seeing a trading range. About to be tested on top here on the 2K chart. Pandas, make sure you scalp that like button if you guys are just joining. Right now we're just watching. We just missed that entire trend, unfortunately, but it's all good. Testing the top of the trading range on the trading range indicator, as you guys can see. Bouncing off of it. Already making a point. If you put a limit order here, already made a point. Scalp the point off that. We could be converting into a trading range now. In my opinion, I think on the higher time frames, we're looking for the 20 EMA. Right, the 10K chart, the 20 EMA, we're looking for that. Also, the 5-minute chart, looking for the 20 EMA as well. Preferably with a two-legged pullback. That'd be nice. Preferably here, two-legged pullback. That'd be very nice. Top of the trading range on the trading range indicator, as you can see, marks it perfectly. Notice the trading range indicator marked the trading range way back here, and with these bars. And now we see, according to price action, the top of the trading range, and we see it bounce off perfectly right there. How amazing is that? The trading range indicator sometimes scares me. I mean, when I created it only based, I mean, I just thought of some of the rules, right? I even, messaged Mac from Price Action Trading System and just asked, how do you identify your trading ranges? Like, what's considered, what are the criteria for your trading range? And he told me, and I said, okay, cool, appreciate that. And so based off those rules, I created this this indicator. And yeah, what do we see here? Lo and behold, we're testing the top of it perfectly, bounce off of it, and it creates these trading ranges that I'm like, no way, that's a trading range. I don't get it. Why is that a trading range? This is definitely trending. And then next thing you know, it just bounces off perfectly off each side. And I'm just like, I just created it based off the price action rules that Mac gave me. And so I just said, okay, I'll just make this and see what happens. Actually, a lot of people don't know. I asked Mac about his trading range rules, how he makes it. But that's what I base this off of, this indicator. That's why we got that perfect hit and bounce. Very close to the 20 EMA on the 10K chart. But pretty strong bullish pressure, buying pressure. 5-minute is a little far away. The 10K chart, I would like a two-legged pullback if we can get it to the 20 EMA. The 5-minute as well, I would like a two-legged pullback to the 20 EMA. First pullback ends up being decently strong here. Albrook says, your trading range is the biggest ripoff I've seen, LOL. I guess it's like someone buying a hammer and wondering, why can't this house be built? This hammer is a ripoff. I mean, it's just a tool. Just a tool that marks trading ranges according to price action. The tool is only as good as the wielder. Bouncing off the top of the trading range with a two-legged pullback here. A, B, C. Two-legged pullback. Makes a point off the top of the trading range on the trading range indicator. Trading range indicator marking the top of the trading range very nicely right now. We do have this trend though. Gotta watch out for it. Trading range indicator marking the top of the trading range. Come back to the bottom of the trading range. The obvious target is to actually hit the bottom of the trading range to see if it hits it. According to price action rules, right, the trading range here, bottom of it should be here. We shall see. 5-minute forming a two-legged pullback. Also the 10K. Second pullback happened here. Potential two-legged pullback on the 10K chart. 5-minute as well. Forming the similar two-legged pullback as the 10K. The 10K to 20 EMA is a little closer. 5 minutes a little further away. Just watching, just watching. Shooting down to the bottom of the trading range on the trading range indicator. Let's see if we get it. Let's make it a two-legged pullback here. Not interested in this two-legged pullback though. Below the 20 EMA. Also hitting the top of the trading range. Thinking, coming back to the bottom of the trading range. Watching here, it's getting a little choppy. Trend converting into a trading range, as you can see, downtrend converting to trading range, deciding what it wants to do now. Watching here. I'll consider taking a short trade here. If this traps, I'll consider taking the second entry, failed second entry long here. I'd consider that. Watching. No trades yet. Always seems like it does this around this time. The market just starts to consolidate for like an hour and nothing really happens. And just happens to be around the time where the stream starts to wrap up. It's unfortunate. Aiming for the bottom of the trading range. Hard to take this two-legged pullback in my opinion. But thoughts and prayers to those if you do take it. ABC. It's a good signal bar though, but hard for me to take it. Just because we're in the middle of the trading range, just not sure what's going to happen. We can come right back up to it, come back down to it. But we're in the middle of a trading range right now. Makes a perfect scalp trap, potentially here. Pseudo trap about to trigger here. I'm gonna sit on my pause though. I don't like the fact that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hits in a row. It can't break below here. I don't like that. So sitting on my pause. I'm not looking to go long or short here. 6 failed breakdowns, essentially 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 failed breakdowns. This looks like it wants to hit the bottom of the trading range. Right from the top to the bottom. It makes the scalp to the downside. Missed the bottom of the trading range by 1 tick right now. Absolutely incredible. Ooh, Al Brooks is starting to sound like a hater. I thought Al Brooks was cool, but he's not. He's just probably one of the other guys with another pseudonym. Just another name. But Al Brooks, I'll let you chill. Because at least you're not spamming the chat. It's good to have 1 or 2 haters. I realize Al Brooks is actually a hater. I thought he was helpful, but he is not. The simple answer is this. Al Brooks asks, why did you message Mac about the trading range rules when he's a high school associate's level and Al Brooks is PhD? This guy thinks I'm a hater of Mac. I am not a hater of Mac. And because someone I might consider to be less, right, dense as Al Brooks, does not mean that they are not helpful. Does not mean you cannot ask, just because someone has a less IQ than you, or perhaps not as accomplished as you, doesn't mean you can't ask them questions, right? That's in my opinion, it's a silly question. It only comes from a person who actually is a hater. Right? That's actually a silly question. Pretty sure it's like a John Cena type. Or who's that guy before? One of the first haters that came about. I forget his name already. His name is already forgotten. The spirit of John Cena is with us, guys. I thought Al Brooks was cool, but it's proving to not be cool at all. But pandas, we'll keep them around. We'll keep them around. Trading range indicator marking perfectly. Bottom, top to the bottom here. This range. I'll be more wary, right, to bounce the bottom because the original trend was down. And so typically what happens is if you have a failed breakout to the top, the next breakdown might be successful. It might continue the original trend. Guys, remember this horizontal line. Don't forget it. It's the daily trading range. And if it hits the daily trading range, pandas, you guys all have to buy the trading range indicator. If it hits the bottom of this daily trading range, if it hits the bottom of this daily trading range, you guys have to buy the trading range indicator, and it's about 3 points away. I marked it here. This horizontal line is the bottom of the daily trading range. If it hits it, pandas, you guys need to buy the trading range indicator. That was today's rules. That was the deal for today. If you're watching the stream, if it hits the bottom of the daily, hits the bottom of the daily trading range indicator, you have to buy At least hit that like button, right? At least scalp that like button, pandas. That's the least you can do. Of course, you don't have to buy anything, but at least scalp that like button. Pandas, we are so close to the bottom of the daily trading range. Pandas. Pandas. Look at this. If it hits the bottom of the daily, we're missing it by 3 ticks right now, but if it's the bottom of the daily, that's absolutely incredible. I mean, for sure, if it hits it and bounces off of it, then you guys need to buy it. Right? If it actually bounces off this level here, like almost to the T, let's give it like 1 or 2 point buffer. If it bounces off this and reverses off this point, you guys need to buy the trading range indicator. Not because it helps me, but because it helps you. So we'll give it a 2-3 point buffer here. But if it actually reverses off of the bottom of the daily trading range, then that is absolutely incredible. Let's see if it bounces off here, and let's see if this is the reversal point. Let's see how high it goes. If it just reverses here, then the trading range indicator is just spot on. But we hit the bottom of the trading range on the daily trading range indicator. Similarity GG with another hate comment. Haters are coming out of the bushes, pandas. You can sense the spirit of a hater very quickly. That's the thing about people coming onto the stream, like these like protectors of Mac from price action trading system. It's like, it's just weird. Like I always support Mac. I tell people to buy his material and I say he's great, and I just say it's different, you know? Like honestly, it's easier. 100% his material is easier. If you read, you know, Al Brooks's 4-volume, you know, series of price action versus Mac's, you know, little pamphlet he makes, you know, the little pamphlet he sells, like the PDF he sells, it's like, of course, it's any person with a reasonable mind will say Al Brooks is way more dense. In fact, if you look at his stuff, he's actually master's course material, right? The training you get from his books is equivalent to a master's, trying to get a master's after college. It's just, that's just what it is. And Mac has 1 PDF that you get, you know, a couple pages. Both are very helpful. They're different, but one is definitely more intense than the other. And if I were to compare it, I would say Al Brooks is like trying to get your PhD, whereas Mac is probably trying to get a high school diploma. I mean, that's just, it's not a bad thing. You know, some people like the high school diploma, and if it works, it works. Simple as that. But I don't understand why people think I'm a hater of Mac. I am not. I am truly not. In fact, he probably should be thanking me, because I'm sending him probably so much more revenue. Because when people come to this stream and they love this stream, and they're loving trading the 2-legged pullback and seeing it live and actually being successful, where would they go to, right? Where do they want to go to find more details, right? They might go through my channel, but they'll also, I always tell them, go to Mac Price Action Trading System. Pandas, we are currently bouncing off this level. 2-point buffer here. Didn't even hit 2 points. Currently bouncing off of it. If we bounce off the bottom of this, the trading range here, pandas, you guys need to buy it. Al Brooks, I'm not trying to hate. I think what you do is solid, getting new people to trade, but you just do it to promote your indicator sales. Al Brooks, that's like saying when Mac puts his daily chart reviews, he's simply just doing it to sell his, right, his price action trading system. It doesn't mean it can't be both and. Sure, I'll benefit if you guys buy the indicator. But if I wanted, in fact, I think Mac does a worse job than me, right? If that's your skepticism, right, I wouldn't be trading live like this. Like, I'm trading live, and I have the risk of losing trades. Mac, he doesn't trade live. Mac puts out this hindsight bias, right? Perfect like trading system, and saying, hey, if you just have my trading system, you can trade exactly like this. Look at all these setups that work perfectly, never mentioning the ones that don't work. If anything, Mac is committing a greater sin than I am in terms of him just want to be a marketer, promoter of his stuff, right? But I'm actually trading here. I'm actually with the community. I'm actually talking to you guys. I'm actually answering questions. I'm actually making mistakes and trading here. In fact, this is the worst thing I can do for my indicator, because if I suck at trading, then who would buy the indicator? Who would care about the indicator? Who would care about the system? I just hope you guys can see how blind you are in terms of how foolish you guys sound. Like, I'm the one trading live, and I will mention, right, on my stream the tools I use, right, the tools I created that help me trade. Sure, why not? Why wouldn't I do that? I'll promote it. But that's not why I stream. If all I wanted to do was promote my stuff, I would never do this. I would never stream live. That's the worst thing you can do. It's the most risky and dangerous thing you can do. I hope you guys can understand the difference, right? In fact, Mac from Price Action Trading System, you should go to him and be like, why are you only showing your daily chart reviews? You should trade live like Bye Bye Money does, so you can stop just promoting your stuff. If anything, man, you guys are blind. You guys are the foolish ones. I hope that makes sense. Like, anyone with a reasonable mind, hopefully can understand what I'm saying here. And if you can't understand it, then I just have you have no hope. You simply have no hope. Similarity GG says, you're streaming but you lose every day, LOL. And that's the risk, right? I'll lose every day. I mean, if you just simply go and look at the titles of my my streams, I don't lose every day, obviously, right? Again, hater, right? Only a hater would say that, because the objective truth is I don't lose every day. In fact, I'm net positive on my stream. But that's the thing. I can lose every day, which makes me less, right, of a person who wants to just promote myself. I'm not. I mean, honestly, I've been doing this for how long? I can't even tell you how long I've been doing this for. And because I make an indicator that I find to be helpful and I tell people about it, now I become this, to these people. It just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense to me, in my opinion. In fact, I wish Mac just traded live. That would be amazing. I would watch his stream. I would watch his stream for sure. Guys, I'm telling you right now. Sorry, I had to kick Similarity GG. I know he's a troll, and he's not providing any constructive thing. I mean, Al Brooks, at least every once in a while, will give some constructive feedback, but I mean, he's cutting it close. But to be honest, you know, Similar GG is 100% just a troll. Ralph Guns! Thanks for becoming a panda. Appreciate the support. Hey, Ralph Guns, enjoy your green name. Enjoy your two-legged pullback badge as it forms over time. Enjoy your free emoticons, your panda emoticons. Hey, pandas, give him a warm welcome here. Enjoy responding to your questions and comments. Sorry, Al Brooks. He was a friend, but he was a wolf in sheep's clothing, pandas. Brooks was a wolf in sheep's clothing. Unfortunately, I thought he was a friend. J80S, do you guys actually talk about trading futures here? Yeah, I think that's the point. Gotta kick those guys out so we can actually focus on the charts here. We do have a bounce off the bottom of the daily, but I'm not sure how long it's gonna last. I mean, we do have apparent break of trend, new low. This higher low setup could be a nice setup here. I personally would like the trap trade. Something like this, looking to go long. Looking to get a trap trade here, if possible, to go long. Thinking we hit the bottom of that trading range on the daily. Plus, break of trend, new low. Strong, nice signal bar here, pandas. Very nice signal bar. Almost makes me want to go in long right here. But I'm sitting on my pause waiting for the MTR, major trend reversal. Let's see if we get it. I would like the MTR trade here. Rather than here where it fails, I took that trade. This one's better. Oh guys, his name was Max Trading. If you guys remember, his name was Max Trading. Instead of Mac Trading, his name was Max Trading. I remember the very first troll I ever had. Max Trading. I wonder how he's doing. Martinell Sim, this is actually the futures market. Ooh, good thing I didn't enter there. Kind of wish we got that small poke below so we can actually trigger that second entry short and hopefully get that failed second entry short to make the trap long. But we did not hit that short here. We did not get that second entry short, unfortunately, and instead it does make the movements though. So for those who are aggressive, can go long right here once it breaks this pivot high. But I'm gonna sit on my pause, but that is right. When we look at it, the movement, right, we call this a hidden second entry. The hidden second entry looks like it's about to trap out. If I go to the 500 tick chart, I bet you it already is about to trap out. We're actually just doing a second entry long here. We do break above it. Unfortunately, we didn't get our setup. We wanted a fail second entry short to enter in long, but it's not happening right now here, pandas. It might happen a little higher. If it happens here, I would still be interested. Now it's above the 20 MA. Actually be very interested if we get it here. That'll look really good. We do have I don't understand this. People asking for P&L. Show us you're not in sim. In fact, the purpose of the stream, it doesn't matter if you're sim or not, because I'm trading live for you guys. Why does it matter? Live, you're trading live. You have the record in front of you. You're seeing it with your own eyes. There's nothing to fake here, pandas. I'm looking for this trap trade, pandas, and I think it looks juicy if we can get it. Fail second entry short, above the 20 MA, off the bottom of the trading range on daily, new low. Let's see if we can get this trap trade, pandas. I'm liking this trap trade a lot. I'm actually willing to trap trade this outside bar reversal if we can get it. I like this setup a lot right here, pandas. I like this setup a lot. Fail second entry short here. I'm gonna trade the outside bar reversal. I usually don't like doing that, but I like the setup so much, I'm willing to do it here. And win or bust. Gonna end the stream after this one. Let's see if we can get that $500 a day here on stream. That'd be nice. I mean, honestly, if you go to, if you're a part of the Discord channel, right, the two-legged pullback Discord, I mean, I post like pretty much all my trades there, and they can see my end of the day P&L. Ooh, got a nice setup here, pandas. I like this a lot. Let's see if we can push up here and get that MTR set up here. Let's just try to get 1 point. We'll end the stream here. We triggered the MTR. Put it 1 tick below here. I might keep my 4-point stop loss on 1, 2, 3. We got an MTR here. Very nice setup in my opinion. Very good setup. Like the setup a lot here. Let's go, baby. Easy peasy, easy money. Let's go, baby. All right, ending the stream there, pandas. Let's go, baby. Yo, $500 a day on the stream. I'm loving the volatility, pandas. I'm loving this volatility, and I really, really like it. I am happy the volatility is coming back to the market because we're actually able to get 500 during the stream. It's amazing. Let's go, baby. Hey everyone, trade safe. Hope everyone has an amazing day. Remember, pandas, where we bounced off the bottom of the daily on the trading range indicator. And if you're not convinced by that from this bounce off the bottom of the trading range, boy oh boy, I'm not sure what else will convince you. Let's go, baby. Hey, pandas. Hope you guys have an amazing day. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, pandas. As always, happy trading. God bless.